Hi, I am Sumati. I am going to teach you cause and effect graph and data flow testing in software testing. So what is cause and effect graphing? Cause and effect graphing is a technique that can be used to combine conditions and derive an effective set of test cases that may disclose the inconsistency in a specification. So what is an approach we are going to follow? The approach is nothing but, first of all the specification must be transformed into a graph that resembles a digital logic circuit. For that, the tester should have a knowledge of Boolean logic. Then, the graph should be expressed in a graphical language. Then after that, the graph must be converted to a decision table so that the testers may use to develop the test cases. So here, it is a difficult and time consuming since developing the graph for a complex module maybe have a combination of many inputs, so it is difficult and time consuming. Next, so what are the steps involved in developing the test cases with cause and effect graph? So first step is nothing but testers must decompose the specification of a complex software component to a lower level units. Then for each and every specification, tester need to identify causes and the effects. The cause is nothing but a input condition or an equivalent class of input condition. Effect is nothing but an output condition of a system transformation. So putting together a table of cause and effects helps the tester to record the necessary data. So here, the logical relationship between the cause and effects should be determined. It is useful to express these in a form of set of rules. So from cause and effect information, a Boolean cause and effect graph is created. Nodes in the graphs are causes and effects. Causes are placed on the left side of the graph and effects on the right. Logical relations are expressed using standard logical operators such as AND, OR and NOT. So with associated arcs. So graph may be annotated with constraints that describe the combination of the cause and effect that are not possible due to the environmental or syntactic constraint. Then the graph is converted to a decision table. The columns in decision tables are transformed into a test cases. So here are the samples of cause and effect notation. So in the first case, 1 and 2 are nothing but causes and 3 is nothing but effects. So both the causes 1 and 2 are present, then the effect will be true. It is nothing but an logical AND operation. It is denoted by the cap symbol. In second diagram, effect 2 occurs if the cause 1 occurs. So here, effect 2 will only occurs whenever the cause 1 occurs. Then the third diagram, effect 2 occurs if the cause 1 does not occur. So having a not symbol is nothing but a dashed line. Next one, we are going to see an example. So what is an example is nothing but we have a specification about a module that allows a user to perform a search for a character in an existing string. So here what is the specification states that the user must input the length of the string and the character to search for. The string length is out of range, an error message will appear. If the character appears in the string, its position will be reported. If the character is not in the string, the message is not found will be the output. So here we have combined the input condition as a causes as follows. So C1 is nothing but the first cause. First cause is nothing but we should enter a positive integer from 1 to 80. Second cause. What is the character we want to search in a string? It's nothing but second cause. Then what are the effects? So the output conditions or the effects are E1 is nothing but integer out of range. Whenever you enter an integer out of range means we have an error called as integer out of range. Then E2. E2 is nothing but position of the character in a string. Whenever the character is found, the position will be reported. Third one, character not found. Whenever the character is not in the string, the message not found will be the output. It is nothing but the effect 3. So these are the 2 causes and 3 outputs. So they have been described as if C1 and C2 are correct, cause 1 and cause 2 are present, then E2 will be true. If C1 and not C2, then E3 will be true. If not of C1, then E1 will be true. So what is the meaning is nothing but if cos1 and cos2 occur, then the effect E2 will occur. If cos1 and cos2 is not occurring, then effect 3 will be occurring. If not of C1 is nothing but, if cos1 is not occurring, then the effect E1 will be occurring. So they represent the form of a diagram. C1 and C2 are causes and E1, E2 and E3 are effects. So cap symbol is represented for an AND operation and dashes will represent for the NOT operation. So with the help of this diagram, we are representing all the relation described above. Then this diagram should be represent the form of tabular form. So here in a decision is nothing but decision table. In decision table, cause and effects are present. Then T1, T2 and T3 are present. This is nothing but test cases. So cause C1 and C2 are present, represented by help of 1, and 0 is nothing but is an absence of the cause or effect. Dash is nothing but don't care condition. Dash is nothing but don't care condition. So here causes C1 and C2 are present, then effect E2 will occur. Cos C1 and cos C2 is not going to occur, effect E3 will be occurring. Then if C1 is not occurring and C2 may occur or may not occur, then E1 will be occurring. So this is an example. This is the way we are going to convert the table. Next, advantages. What is advantage is nothing but develop of the rules and graphs from a specification allows a thorough inspection of the specification. Any omissions, inaccuracies or inconsistencies are likely to be detected. Then second one, exercising combination of this data that may not be considered using other black box testing techniques. What is the disadvantage? Developing a graph and decision table when there are many cause and effects to consider will be a time consuming problem. So this is about the cause and effect graph. We are going to see about the code complexity testing. In code complexity testing, we are going to see about data flow testing. So in data flow testing, we got to know about when the variable is defined and when the variable is used. So a variable is defined in a statement when its value is assigned or changed. For example, in the statements y is equal to 26 into x and read y. Here the variable y is defined, that is it is assigned a new value that is nothing but 26 into x. So here we are going to use a notation def for the variable y. We say a variable is used in the statement when its value is utilized in the statement. The value of the variable is not changed. There are two types of use, predicate use and computational use. So predicate use is nothing but its role is predicate. Computational use indicates the variable role is a part of a computation. In both the cases, the variable value is unchanged. For example, in the statement y is equal to 26 into x, the variable x is used. Specifically, it has the computational use. In the statement, if x greater than 98 and y is equal to max, x has a predicate or a p use. There are other data flow rules for variables such as undefined or dead. The analysis of data flow patterns for a specific variable is often very useful for defect detection. Testers and developers can utilize the data flow tools that will identify and display the variable role information. These should also be able to be used prior to code reviews to facilitate the work of the reviewers. So here we have given a sample code with the data flow information. So what is sample code is nothing but sum of n numbers. So for that we have written a code in the left hand side and the def use in the right hand side. So sum is equal to 0. Here sum is defined. In read n is nothing but defined. I is equal to 1, I also is defined. While I less than or equal to n,